Talk, Chapter 3, Spring, Semester 1, English. Coming to the lesson talk. Suppose plants and animals start speaking. What will they talk about? So now here the author is asking that suppose the plants and animals start speaking. What will they talk about? So this lesson is something about that. And he has expressed his own feelings and ideas about if the plants and animals start speaking, what will happen. Once, not far from the city of Esra, on the Gulf of Guiana, a countryman went out to his garden to dig up some yams to take to the market. So the author is saying that once in a far off city of Esra on the Gulf of Guiana, a countryman, a person who lives in a countryside, he went to his garden to dig up some yams. He just went to dig some yams. Yams is a type of vegetable to take to the market. While he was digging, one of the yams said to him, "Well, at last you are here. You never weeded me, but now you have come around with your digging stick. Go away and leave me alone." So, what happened was that while he was digging, the yam started speaking. What did the yam spoke? "Well, at last you are here." It said that you are here now. You have not weeded me. Weeded means you have not removed the unwanted plants from the ground. But now that I'm already ripe enough to be taken to the market, you have come here to dig me out. Go away and leave me alone. Now he says that this particular yam says that go away and leave it alone. The farmer turned around and looked at his cow in amazement. So what happened? The farmer was just surprised to hear this type of noise, and the farmer looked to his cow in amazement. Amazement means a feeling of being very surprised. The cow was chewing her cud and looking at him. So the cow also noticed that voice, and it was chewing her cud and looked at him. "Did you say something?" he asked. The cow kept on chewing and said nothing, but the man's dog spoke up. So what happened? This farmer talked to the cow and just asked whether the cow had said something, but the man's dog spoke up. But there was a dog over there and it spoke up. "It wasn't the cow who spoke to you," the dog said. "It was the yam. Listen to what the yam says. The yam says, leave it alone." So now the dog spoke and said that it was not the cow, it was the yam. Now you listen to that yam because it said that you should leave it alone. The man became very angry because his dog had never talked before and he didn't like his tone beside. So the man was angry because the dog had never talked to him, but the real thing he didn't like was the tone, the way it spoke. It was not friendly. So he took his knife and cut a branch from a palm tree to whip his dog. So what happened? He took a knife and cut the branch of the palm tree and tree to just beat the dog. Just then the palm tree said, "Put that branch down." Now what happened? Now the palm tree spoke. It said that put that branch down. The man was getting very upset about the way the things were going, and he started to throw the palm branch away. But the palm branch said, "Man, put me down softly." So what happened? The man was very upset by this happening, and he was not liking the things were what were happening at that time. He started to throw the palm branches away, but the palm branch again said that, "Man, put me down softly." It wanted its branches to put softly. He put the branches down gently on a stone, and the stone said, "Hey, take that thing off me." Now, what happened? Again, when he started to put the palm branches softly on the stone, what happened? The stone started speaking, and it said that, "Hey, take that thing off me." Means it wanted that branch to be taken away. This was enough, and the frightened farmer started to run towards his village. Now, this was quite enough, and he couldn't tolerate that much. So, he just started um, running to the village, and he was frightened. On the way, he met a fisherman going to the other way with his fish trap on his head. So, on the way, he just saw a fisherman who was going the other way with that fish trap with which they catch the fish on his head. "What's the hurry?" the fisherman asked. Now, the fisherman asked that what was the hurry, why he was moving so fast. The farmer said, "My yam said, leave me alone." Then the dog said, "Listen to what the yam said. When I went to whip the dog with the palm branch, the tree said, put that branch down. Then the palm branch said, do it softly. Then the stone said, take that things off me." So now he said all the details what had happened. The yam said to leave it alone, and the dog asked to listen to him and listen to the yam. And then when he wanted to whip the dog, the palm branches said that, don't just put the branches down softly. And then the branch said that, do it very softly, don't put that branch down. Then the stone said, take that things off me. The stone started speaking. So he was in an utter confusion. The things were happening which he couldn't understand what actually it was. "Is that all?" the man with the fish trap asked. "Is that so frightening?" So the fisherman said that, "Is that all? And is that the things what had happened so frightening?" So this is what the fisherman said. "Well," the man's fish trap said, "did he take it off the stone?" So now the fish trap started to speak, and it said that, did he take it off the stone? "Wah!" the fisherman shouted. He threw the fish trap on the ground and began to run with the farmer. And on the trail, they met a weaver with a bundle of clothes on his head. Trail means a route followed for a particular purpose. So, what happened when this particular man had completed all the things? Then the fish trap started speaking, and it's asked, did he take it off the stone? And seeing this fish trap speak, what happened? The fisherman shouted, and he threw the fish trap on the ground, and he began running with that of the farmer. And they met what? They met a weaver with a bundle of clothes on his head. "Where are you going in such a rush?" he asked. Now this weaver started asking that, where are you going? Rush means hurry. The farmer said, "My yam said, leave me alone." The dog said, "Listen to what the yam said." The tree said, "Put that branch down." The branch said, "Do it softly." And the stone said, "Take that thing off me." And then the fisherman continued. The fish trap said, "Did he take it off the stone?" So now all these stories, what had happened, had which had happened, what happened was told by the fisherman and the countryman to this weaver. "That's nothing to get excited about," the weaver said. "No reason at all." Now, this weaver said that this is not a thing to get excited. There is no reason at all. "Oh, yes, it is," his bundle of clothes said. Now, what happened? Hearing this, his bundle of clothes started speaking, and it said that, "Oh, yes, it is. If it happens to you, you did run too." So now the bundle of clothes said that if it happens to you, you will run too. "Wow!" the weaver shouted. He threw his bundle of on the trail and started running with the other men. So what happened? He was also frightened, and he just threw the bundle of bundle on the trail. Trail means a route followed for a particular purpose, and started running with the other men. They came panting to the ford in the river and found a man bathing. Are you chasing a gazelle? He asked them. So now what happened was, as they were running, they came. Panting means out of breath. They was because they were running because they were out of breath. To the ford. Ford means a shallow place in the river, allowing one to walk or drive. So they saw a man bathing over there, and he asked that, "Are you chasing a gazelle?" In something very strange, and he asked them. The first man said breathlessly, "My yam talked to me, and it said, 'Leave me alone.' And my dog said, 'Listen to what your arm say, yam say.' And when I cut myself a branch, the tree said, 'Put that branch down.' And the branch said, 'Put me down softly.' And the stone said, 'Take that thing off me.'" So all these things were just said by the countryman. The next, what happened again, the fisherman panted, and he said that, uh, and my trap said that, "Did he take it off the stone?" Now again, the another person was also there, the weaver. He just whizzed, and he said that, "My bundle of clothes said you did run too." So all the non-living things started talking, and that was the strange thing happening. They were frightened. "Is that why you are running?" the man in the reverse asked. "Is this the reason why you are running?" "Well, wouldn't you run if you were in their position?" the river said. Now what happened? Again, the river also started talking. See, you can just imagine that these are all non-living things, and by looking at these non-living things speaking, what happened? They will get frightened. So when the river said what the river said that, "Well, uh, if you were in their position, you would also be doing the same thing. Wouldn't you run?" The man jumped out of the water and began to run with others. So, what happened? This man also started running with them. They ran down the main street of the village to the house of the chief. The chief's servants brought his stool out, and he came and sat on it to listen to their complaints. So, what happened? They just ran, and they ran down the main street of the village to the house of the chief. Chief, the main person. The chief's servant brought his stool out. The chief's servant brought his stool out, and he came and sat on. He came and sat on it to listen to their complaints, and that is how he just came and sat on it to listen to their complaints. The men began to recite their troubles. Recite means try to tell about their troubles. "I went out to my garden to dig yam," the farmer said, waving his arms. "Then everything began to talk. My yam said, 'Leave me alone.' My dog said, 'Listen to what your yam say.' The tree said, 'Put that branch down.' The branch said, 'Put me down softly.' And the stone said, 'Take that things off me.'" So these men started reciting the same trouble again, and the chief listened to all this thing, what happened, the farmer story, as well as um the other stories of other men. So first the countryman said what had happened, and then started the fisherman. What the fisherman said that, "And my fish trap said, 'Well, did he take it off the stone?' And the fisherman said, 'And my clothes said, you did run too.'" So the fisherman also said that, my clothes also spoke, and it said that you too run." The weaver said, and the river said the same. The river also said the same. The bather said hoarsely, his eyes bulging, and the chief listened to them patiently, but he couldn't refrain from scowling. Refrain from scowling means, um, stop oneself from doing something. That is, crowning means frowning in anger. So she can't believe that the non-living things were talking to them, and all had this particular complaint that the things started talking. Now this is really a wild story, he said at last. So he said that it is a wild story. You'd better all go back to your work before I punish you for disturbing the peace. So now he said that you better uh, go and work, and before I get angry and punish for disturbing um, the peace. So the men went away, and the chief shook his head and mumbled to himself, "Nonsense, like that upsets the community." So now these men went, and the chief he just shook his head, what stupidity it was, and mumbled. He just talked to himself and said that nonsense like that upset the community. This is the way they upset the community. Fantastic, isn't it? Now what happened? Another thing spoke. His stool said, "Imagine a talking yarn." So this stool said that, "Fantastic, isn't it? Imagine a talking yarn." Again, what happened? The stool also spoke. So the story stops over here, and it is not been said something about the reaction of the chief, what had happened. But this particular story, a small story, has been taken from the West African story by H. Coriander and G. Harzon. Okay, so the reaction of the chief is not being discussed over here. The story ends over here, and you can imagine how the non-living thing speaks and what will happen. So much of confusion. Now, children, here is an exercise. Who said this to whom? One has been done for you. Well, at last you are here. You never weeded me, but now you have come around with your digging stick. Go away and leave me alone. This was said by Yam to that of the countryman, or who was a farmer. Next is man, put me down softly. And this particular line was said by Branch to that of the countryman, the farmer. Is that all? Is that so frightening? Next one. This was said by the fisherman to that of the countryman. Where are you going in such a rush? This was said by the weaver to that of the countryman and fisherman. Now this is really wild story. It was said by the chief to that of the men. Fantastic, isn't it? Imagine a talking yam. This was said by a stool to that of chief. Now coming to the question answers of the lesson. Why did the farmer become frightened, and why did he run? Farmer became frightened because he couldn't believe that a yam and a dog could speak, and the yam said to leave it alone. Coming to the next question, whom did the farmer meet on the way to that of the village, and why did that person shout wah? The farmer met the fisherman on his way to the village, and he shouted wah because his fish trap spoke to him and said, well, did he take it off the stone? And he couldn't believe that the fish could speak. What made the weaver throw down the bundle of clothes? The weaver threw down the bundle of clothes because his bundle of clothes spoke and asked him, did he take it off the stone? The weaver was frightened to see it speak. How many people were finally running, and who were they? Total 4 people were running, and the farmer, the fisherman, the weaver, and the bather. Now the next question is, why did the village chief get annoyed, and what did he say to the men? The village chief got annoyed because he found it a wild story, and he said to them,
You did better all go back to your work before I punish you for disturbing the peace and thought they were upsetting the community. How do you think that the village chief felt when he heard his stool talking? The village chief may have been puzzled or frightened when he found the stool talking to him. Question number 7. What change could animals and plants bring about in the world if they could talk? We can never imagine animals and plant talking, but if they could talk, there could be utter confusion and disorder in the functioning of the world as a whole. Thank you, children. Thank you.